and how the core values of the program and its way it's run, do you still have that confidence?
Absolutely.
How's the practice week been?
It was good. We've had the energy's been good. Today was good, and I mean, we're playing a team that gives people problems. They stay in every game, and defensively they're just they're very, very good. Their schemes are good, and they've given us problems. So it's going to be a good challenge. But I like the way we've prepared.
What's the difference between Shea Patterson this time, this week and last week? I mean, can you just see a difference in the way he handles practice, if you will?
He's pretty. He's a different guy, and he believes that he can get the job done. And so I don't notice a lot of difference in his demeanor. I mean, obviously another week studying teams and seeing, oh yeah, I see what I did wrong and from last week. But man, we also got to give him time to grow up some too. I mean, he's only played one game, and a lot of people have, believe him to be maybe further along than he is. He is special, could be special, but let's also know that he's only going into game 2 in the Southeastern Conference. So, but I expect him to play well.
How much does he have to sort of learn on the fly a little bit Saturday night, knowing that Mason's probably going to throw some things at him?
And they'll just like the other night, and Derek does a good job of really he does a few different things than you're used to seeing. So there will be some of that, and you're not quite sure exactly which mixture you're going to get from game to game from him. So there'll definitely be some learning on the fly.
What's the strength of their defense?
Gosh, Zach Cunningham's pretty special, but their D line is good too. But their linebackers are talented.
What do you do about Cunningham? How do you have to kind of keep someone to know where he is at all times, that kind of thing?
That's tough, because your blocking schemes are, hey, we're ID, me and you are working, a combo to the Mike linebacker, whether it's him, whether it's somebody else. And if you start trying to find him, it really messes up your first level block. So you really can't do that. I mean, you may can do some of that on third down and knowing where he is, but in the normal course of the game, you can't.
Is he has improved a player from 1 year to 3 years, the third year as you've seen?
Yeah, I asked our staff, tell me who recruited that school. How did we miss that one? And a lot of people missed it, obviously, and Vandy didn't give him credit, but he's a great player.
What is Alex Gibbons, how has he progressed since he was thrown in there to where he is now?
He's doing good. Yeah. Alex has got a lot of fight in him. Those O-line guys, man, we've got a group of warriors. They're just hard-nosed, tough kids. All of them are hurting a little bit. They're playing more snaps than they need to, but Alex has done really well.
And Coach Nix yesterday talked about challenging Akeem after Chad went down. Did you tell Akeem anything?
I let Derek do most of that with those guys. I congratulate him, after a game like the other night. I thought he ran hard. I thought he got the tough yards when we needed them, and need him to continue that for the next 2 games for sure.
Has it just been a matter of just opportunities for him, or what's he doing better?
I think so. And some days, some games, you're calling a lot of runs, and they're giving you the passes off of them, and that limits his carries some. But we always want to run it, and I think that's his maybe 3rd game with 100 yards plus, and he's running it effectively right now. So he'll get a lot of touches this week.
How's DK coming along with his rehab?
Good. We hadn't made him do a whole lot yet, but I get an update once a week on those guys like he and Sweeney and Webster, and everything seems good.
What's Chad's status?
Surgery Monday. He's starting rehab now with Dr. Andrews and his crew. So I think he's going to sit in there 10 days and get the rehab started right.
He went to Pensacola?
That's correct.
Yeah.